Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, deliver us from the wicked one.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, deliver us from the wicked one.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Thine is, oh yeah, the kingdom and the power and the glory, oh yeah, forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in Shemaim. All praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahweh, Bashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak, Yahweh Shai, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom, Wa Baruchim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait to the day when the Most High brings us back together, and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant, back in our own land, with a heart of flesh and no more a heart of stone, with our enemies, our adversaries, and all those who hate us under our feet. All praises to the Almighty Yah. Hallelujah.
So be it. Hallelujah.
Yes, indeed. I'm joined this evening by my most esteemed Kenaniah. Shabbat Shalom, Aki.
Shabbat Shalom, Aki. Shabbaton Yasharal. Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach, Wamalak, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham.
Yes, indeed. Our praises. Happy Sabbath, Israel, Yasha'al, Yasha'Allah, and Yahweh, in the name of his beloved son, Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, bless you. Yes, indeed. So we are back again for another scripture read, and I'm not going to front. We pressed for time because we are doing these 4 chapters, and we're going to get through it, through it as quick and easy as possible here. So here we go. We are at the book of 2 Kings, or Melaḳim Bête, chapter 8. All right, verse 1. Jehoram restores the Shulamites' land. Verse 1. Then spake Elisha to the woman whose son he had restored to life, saying, Arise and go, you and your household, and sojourn whithersoever you can sojourn. For Yahweh have called for a famine, and it shall also come upon the land 7 years. So getting ready for a 7-year famine here. Continuing verse 2. And the woman arose and did as the saying of the man of the Most High, and she went with her household and sojourned in the land of the Philistines 7 years. And it came to pass at the 7th year end, the woman returns out of the land of the Philistines and went forth and cried unto the king and said unto cried unto the king for her house and for her land. And the king talked with Gehazi, the servant of the man of the Most High, saying, Tell me, I pray you, all the great things that Elisha has done. And it came to pass when as he was telling the king how he had restored the dead body to life, that behold, the woman whose son he had restored to life cried to the king and her house and for her land. And Gehazi said, Adonai, O king, this is the woman, and this is her son, whom Elisha restored to life. He should have said whom Yahweh had restored to life, because that's where it came from. Verse 6. And when the king asked the woman, she told him, as the king appointed her unto her a certain officer, saying, Restore all that is hers, and all the fruits of the fields since the days that she left the hand, even until now. So he's saying, give her everything that she had from then till now. Elisha predicts evil for Hazael. And Elisha came, verse 7, and Elisha came to Damascus, and Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, was sick, and it was told him, saying, The man of the Most High is come hither. And the king said unto Hazael,
Haziel Khan.
okay, Tolaki, take precedence of thy hand, and go and meet the man of the Most High, and inquire of Yahweh by him, saying, Shall I recover from this disease? So Hazael went and met him, and took a present with him, even of every good thing of Damascus, 40 camels burdened, and came and stood before him, and said, You son of Hadad, king of Syria, sent me to you, saying, Shall I recover from this disease? And Elisha said unto him, Go, say unto him, You may certainly recover. Howbeit, Yahweh hath shown me that you shall surely die. And he settled his countenance steadfast until he was ashamed, and the man of the Most High wept. And that name is terrible.
Haziel.
Haziel said, Why weep you, Adonai? And he answered, Because I know the evil that you would do unto the children of Israel. With strong holds will you set a fire, and their young men would you slay with the sword, and will dash the children, and rip up their women with child. My goodness, these some wicked people doing all this mess. Verse 13. And Hazael said, But what will the servant? Well, what will your servant, a dog, that should do great things? And Elisha answered, Yahweh shall show me that you shall be king over Syria. Like, you gonna be king? I'm gonna be king? Yeah, you're gonna do wicked. So he
Mm-hmm.
departed from Elisha and came to his master, whom who said to him, What said Elisha to you? And he answered, and he told me that you will surely recover. He's like, Yeah, you're gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15. And it came to pass on the morrow, he took a thick cloth and dipped it in water and spread it on his face, that he died. And Hazael reigned in his stead. So he killed him. Crazy. Another, uh, man, Jehoram reigns in Yehuda. Verse 16. And in the 15th year of Joram, the son of uh,
Ahab.
Ahab, my bad. I'm like, I know that name, and I go crazy. But anyhow, king of Israel, Jehoshaphat, being the king of Yehuda, Jehoram, son of Jehoshaphat, king of Yehuda, began to reign. 32 years old he was when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem. And he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, and did the house of Ahab, as did the house of Ahab, for his daughter, for the daughter of Ahab was his wife. Wow. And
Mm-hmm.
he did evil in the sight of Yahweh. Yet,
Kind,
yeah,
just real quick.
yeah,
We remember all of the wickedness that Ahab did and how, the northern kingdom had gone off and now that bloodline is mixed in with the house of Dawid.
crazy, crazy business.
Wow.
Yeah, because Ahab wasn't that the one that he sent to die at the battle.
Yeah, Khan,
Yeah,
and his wife, his wife was a Jezebel,
yeah,
and wicked, just some wicked rulership.
absolutely horrible, indeed, indeed. Continuing here, verse 19. Yet Yahweh would not destroy Yehuda for Dawid his servant's sake, as he promised him to give him always a light and to his children. In the days Edom revolted under the hand of Yehuda and made a king for themselves, over themselves. So Jehoram went over to Zar and all the chariots with him, and he rose by night and smote the Edomites which compassed about him about, and the captains of the chariots, and the people fled unto their tents. Yet Edom revolted under the hand of Yehuda until this day. Then Lebnah revolted at the same time, and the rest of the acts of Joram and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Yehuda? So I think that's a separate book than the book of Chronicles we got, because the book of Chronicles, it's heard that they're chronicled Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, and it's pretty one sided. So that has to be another book out there that we don't have. But continuing,
Uh,
Ahaziah succeeds Jehoram and Yehuda. So Jehoram is about to be out of here. And Jehoram slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of Dawid. And Ahaziah, his son, reigned in his stead. And he was 12, and it was like in the 12th year of Jehoram, the son of Ahab, king of Israel, did Ahaziah, son of Jehoram, king of Yehuda, began to reign. And it's rough keeping up with two different kingdoms like this.
and it goes. It wouldn't be as difficult if it wouldn't be going back and forth like that a lot of times.
Yeah, it would. It makes it hard, but it kind of makes it at the same time relate because at this time this king was in charge, and then this time this king.
Uh-huh.
But it does still make it kind of hard to keep up with in your mind. Verse 26. 220 years old was Isaiah when he began to reign, and he reigned 1 year over Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Athaliah. Athaliah. Athaliah.
Athalia.
Athaliah. My goodness, I was right there. Athaliah, Tolaki, the daughter of Omari, king of Israel. So there they go. They steady mixing. They mixing right
Mm-hmm.
with the northern. Verse 27. And he walked in the way of the house of Ahaz, and did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and did as did the house of Ahaz, for he was his son-in-law of Ahaz, the house of Ahaz. So this is teaching us again: don't mix with evil, even if that evil is your own people. Don't do
Mm-hmm.
it. It's not going. It's going to work against you, not for you. Verse 28. And he went with Jehoram, son of Ahaz, to the war against Ahaziel, king of Syria, in Ramoth Gilead. And the Syrians wounded Jehoram. And King Jehoram went back to be healed in Yezreel of the wound which the Syrians had given him in Ramoth when he fought with Ahaz, king of Syria. And Isaiah, the son of uh, Jehoram, king of Yehuda, went down to see Joram, the son of Ahaz, in Yezreel, just when he was sick. Man, these names are something else.
Mm-hmm.
I promise. But that's the captivity. That's what puts me in that position. Because if these were, we were still with our culture, these names would be commonplace. But
Indeed. It'd be
yeah,
first nature for us, you know.
exactly. It's just difficult because it's foreign to us. Not even really, but it is. But anyhow, in the natural, in the spiritual, it makes sense. All right. Second Kings chapter 9. Uh, Yehu, Yehu reigns over Israel. Verse 1. And Elisha, the prophet, called one of the children of the prophets and said unto him, gird up your loins and take this box of oil to your hand and go to Ramoth Gilead. I'm about to go down to Ramoth Gilead. Let's see what's happening here. Verse 2. And when you come to there, look out there, Yehu, the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of uh, Nishi, and go in and make him rise up among his brethren and carry him to the inner chamber. And take this box of oil and pour it on his head and say, thus saith Yahweh, I have anointed you king over Israel, and open the door and flee and tarry not. You're like, anoint him king and get the halo up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So the young man, even the young man, the prophet, went to Ramoth Gilead. And when he came, behold, the captains of the host were setting, and he said, I have an errand to you, O captain. And Yehu said, unto which of us all? Unto which of all of us? And he said, to you, O captain. And he arose and went into the house and poured the oil on his head and said unto him, thus Yahweh, power of Israel, have anointed you king over the people of Yahweh, even over Israel. and you shall smite the house of Ahaz, your master, that you may avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and the blood of my servants, and the blood of the servants of Yahweh at the hand of Jezebel. For the whole house of Ahaz shall perish, and will cut off from Ahaz him that pisseth against the wall, and he that shutteth up and left in Israel. And I will make the house of Ahaz like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of uh,
Ahijah.
Ahijah, and the dogs shall eat Jezebel in the portion of Jezreel, and there shall be none to bury her, and her open, and he opened the door and fled. So he dropped all that on him, and imagine this cat standing there with this oil on his head, and he hear all of this. It's like it's got to be like a blur. Like what? What just happened?
Kind of. But
Yeah,
he was aware where he was at. He knew that them folk was wicked up there, and
yeah,
that he put out that news, his life would be in danger.
yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, they're gonna take you out. And then old boy just split. You know what I'm saying? He gone. And so now verse
Kind
11. Then Jehu came forth to the servants of his master, and one said unto him, "Is all well? Wherefore he came to this mad fellow to you." And he said unto them, "I know not the man in his communication." I don't know what the heck he was talking about.
God.
He was on some other stuff. I don't know what's going on. Verse 12. And he said, "It is false. Tell us now." And he said, "Thus and thus spoke he to me, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, and I have anointed you king over Israel." He spilled it. I didn't think he was going to say it. Uh, then they hasted and took every man his garment and put it under him on the top of the stairs and blew the trumpet, saying, "Yehu is king." Yehu, Yehu. Jeroboam,
Jehu.
Yehu, my bad. I'm saying Yehu, my bad. Yehu is king. Uh, uh, Jehoiam, Yaram is assassinated. My goodness. Verse 14. So Yehu, did I say it right? Am I saying it?
Jehu.
Yehu, my bad. I don't know where I put an S on that for. Yehu, the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of uh, Nash, Nashon, conspired against Joram. Now Joram had kept Ramoth Gilead, he and all of Israel, because Hazael, king of Syria. But King Joram was returning to be healed in Jezreel of the wound which the Syrians had gave him when he fought with uh, Yezreel, king of Syria. And Jehu said, "If it be your minds, then let none go forth, nor escape out of the city unto to the city to go and tell it in Yezreel." So y'all keep this between us. Don't say nothing. I wouldn't even tell y'all because this is crazy, and I know it's gonna be, but we're gonna see what happens. So Jehu rode in a chariot and went to Yezreel, and Joram lay there. And Ahaziah, king of Yehuda, came down to see Joram. And there stood a watchman in the tower of Yezreel, and he spied the company of Jehu as he came and said, "I see a company." And Joram said, "Take the horseman and send him to meet them, and let him say, is it shalom? Is
Mm-hmm.
it shalom? Is it shalom?" All right, verse 18. So they went one on horseback to meet him and said, "Thus said the king, is it shalom?" And Jehu said, "What have you to do with shalom? Turn you behind me." And the watchman told him, and the watchman told, saying, "The messenger came to them, but he came not again." Then he sent a second, Slaki. Then he sent out a second on horseback, which came to them and said, "Thus said the king, is it shalom?" And Jehu answered, "What have you to do with shalom? Turn you behind me." And the watchman told, saying, "He came even unto them, and came not again." And the driving, or the driving is like the driving of Jehu and the son of Nishan, for his driving furiously. So they're like, yeah, I think it's Jehu. But let's see, verse 21. And Yoram said, "Make ready." And his chariot was made ready. And Yoram, king of Israel, and Aziah, king of Yehuda, went out, each in his chariot. And they went out against Jehu to meet him in the portion of Nabat the Jezreelite. And it came to pass when Jehu saw, when Yoram saw Jehu, he said, "Is it shalom, Jehu?" And he answered, "What shalom? So long as the whoredom of my mother, Jezebel, and her witchcraft are so many." Like, what are you talking about, shalom, man? There's wickedness out here. You talking about shalom? And Yoram turned his hands and fled unto uh, Aziah. I don't know if set up. Uh, there's treachery. Uh, oh,
Ahaziah.
Ahaziah. Man, I don't know why I keep messing that name up. Ahaziah. Because I'm trying to rush through this. That's why. Verse 24. And Jehu drew the bow with his full strength and smote Jehoram between his arms, and the arrow went out with his heart, and it stuck down in his chariot. Oh my goodness! Yeah, that's a hard way to die right there.
Hmm.
25. And when Jehu uh, to Slaki, then said Jehu to Bidkar, his captain, "Take up and cast him the portion of the field of Nabat, the Israelite, and remember how that when I was rode together after Ahab his father, Yahweh laid his burden upon him. Surely I have seen yesterday the blood of Nabat and the blood of his sons, saith Yahweh, and I will require you in his plant, saith Yahweh. Now therefore take and cast him out of the plat of ground according to the word of Yahweh." Jehu assassinates Ahijah. And when Ahijah, the king of Yehuda, went down, he fled. He fled by the way of the garden house, and Jehu followed after him and said, "Smite him also in the chariot." And they did so at the going up of Gur, which is by Alabam, and fled to Megiddo and died there. And the servants carried him in the chariot of Jerusalem and buried him in the sepulchre where his fathers in the city of David. And in the 11th year of Jehoram, the son of Ahaz, began Ahaziah to reign over Yehuda. And when Jehu was come to Jezreel, Jezebel heard of it, and she painted her face and tied her head and looked out uh, at a widow, out at a window. And Jehu entered the gate and said, "Had Zamrah Shalom, who slew his master?" And he lifted up his face to the window and said, "Who is on my side? Who?" And who looked out to him 2 or 3 uh, in, in eunuchs, 2 or 3 eunuchs.
Con. But
Jezebel, go ahead.
did you peep what she said to him though? She was saying had Zimri peace who slew his master. So she's saying she's telling Yehu that you slew your master just like Zimri did. You think you're gonna have peace
Uh,
after doing so?
yeah, no, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that. My bad.
Uh-huh.
Good looking though, because I was we ain't gonna even make it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I might be able to get through another chapter right before 7, but not much more after that.
Yeah, that last one is only like I want to say 12 or 13 verses, but still it's like dang. But anyhow, verse 33. And he said, "How did he man out of time so bad? This is crazy." Verse 33. And he said, "Throw her down." So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and in the horses, and they trodden her underfoot. And when he was come in, he did eat and drink and said, "Go see this cursed woman and bury her, and she is the king's daughter." And they went and buried her and found no more of her than the skull and the feet of the palm of her hands. Wow! So the horses trampled her, but that was all that was left. My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. Wherefore they came again and told him, and he said, "This is the word of Yahweh, which he spake by the servant Elijah, the Tishbite, saying, In the portion of Jezreel shall dogs eat the flesh of Jezebel." Okay, so the dogs ate her. That's what it is. I was like, I thought it said the horses trampled her, but yeah, the dogs ate her. That's why that was all that was left. And the carcass of Jezebel shall be as the dung upon the face of the field, and the portion of Jezreel, so that they shall not say, "Is that Jezebel?" So they're not going to be able to recognize it. And from the sound of it,
Yeah,
la
con.
yeah. So all right, I keep.
All right, Doc. We're gonna press through.
Okay.
This is the book of Melaḳim Bête, 2 Kings chapter 10, judgment upon Ahab's house, verse 1. And Ahab had 70 sons in Samaria, and Jehu wrote letters and sent to Samaria unto the rulers of Jezreel, to the elders, and to them that brought up Ahab's children, saying, Now as soon as this letter cometh to you, seeing your master's sons are with you, and there are with you chariots and horses, a fenced city also, and armor, look even out the best and meanest of your master's sons, and set him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's house. For they were exceedingly afraid, and said, Behold, 2 kings stood not before him. How then shall we stand? And he that was over the house, and he that was over the city, the elders also, and the bringers up of the children sent to Jehu, saying, We are your servants, and we will do all that you shall bid us. We will not make any king. Do you that which is good in your eyes. Then he wrote a letter the second time to them, saying, If you be mine, and if you will hearken unto my voice, take you the heads of the men of your master's sons, and come to me to Jezreel by tomorrow this time. Now the king's sons, being 70 persons, were with the great men of the city, which brought them up. And it came to pass, when the letter came to them, that they took the king's sons and slew 70 persons, and put their heads in baskets, and sent him to them in Jezreel. So, these weren't unfamiliar people to these princes.
Man.
These were trusted friends, you know.
Backstabbing.
And Khan. Now, I get it. You know, you. I don't know. I don't know if I can't really say that this was the right thing to do. I'll just say that the will of the Most High, was upon. You know.
That's it.
But continuing, verse 8. And there came a messenger and told him, saying, they have brought the heads of the king's sons. And he said, lay you them in 2 heaps at the entering in of the gate until the morning. And it came to pass in the morning that he went out and stood and said to all the people, you be righteous. Behold, I conspired against my master and slew him. But who slew all these?
Wow.
Know now that there shall fall unto the arrests nothing of the word of Yahweh, which Yahweh spake concerning the house of Ahab. No, let me read that again. Verse 10. Know now that there shall fall unto the arrests nothing of the word of Yahweh, which Yahweh spake concerning the house of Ahab, for Yahweh have done that which he spake by his servant Elijah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Verse 11. So Jehu slew all that remained of the house of Ahab in Jezreel, and all his great men, and his kinsfolk, and his priests, until he left him none remaining. And he arose and departed and came to Samaria. And as he was at the shearing house in the way, Jehu met with the brethren of Ahaziah, or Ahaziah, king of Jehoiada, and said, who are you? And they answered, we are the brethren of Ahaziah, and we go down to salute the children of the king and the children of the queen. And he said, take them alive. And they took them alive and slew them at the pit of the shearing house, even 42 men. Neither left any of them. So, this is I'm not exactly sure why he even took out the king of the southern kingdom. I guess because that king had a working relationship with the previous king of the northern kingdom. But Mashiach says, you who kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. Let's see what happens to Jehu. Right? Verse 15. And when he was departed thence, he lighted on Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, coming to meet him, and he saluted him and said to him, is your heart right, as my heart is with you, right heart? Slakia, is thine heart right, as my heart is with your heart? And Jehonadab answered, it is. If it be, give me your hand. And he gave him his hand, and he took him up to him into the chariot. And he said, come with me and see my zeal for Yahweh. So they made him ride in his chariot. And when he came to Samaria, he slew all that remained unto Ahab in Samaria, till he had destroyed him, according to the saying of Yahweh, which he spake to Elijah.
Yeah, that makes sense, because that's what he said was going to happen. So, yeah.
Khan. Jehu destroys evil worshipers. Verse 18. And he's on a roll. He's killing everything.
He's on a killing spree here.
Verse 18. And Jehu gathered all the people together and said unto them, Ahab served evil a little, but Jehu shall serve him much. Now therefore, call unto me all the prophets of evil, and his servants, and all his priests. Let none be wanting, for I have a great sacrifice to do to evil. Whosoever shall be wanting, he shall not live. But Jehu did it in subtlety, to the intent that he might destroy the worshipers of evil. Right, this is all a ploy,
Indeed.
God. Verse 20. And Jehu said, proclaim a solemn assembly for evil, and they proclaimed it. And Jehu sent through all Yasharal, and all the worshippers of evil came, so that there was not a man left that came not. And they came into the house of evil, and the house of evil was full from one end to another.
Wow.
And he said unto them that was over the vestry, bring forth vestments for all the worshippers of evil. And he brought them forth vestments. And Jehu went, and Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, into the house of evil, and said unto the worshippers of evil, search and look that there be with you none of the servants of Yahweh, but the worshippers of evil only. And so, I'm kind of, I like this guy. I like this guy.
I know. This is rather brilliant. This is rather brilliant for real.
Yeah, kind of. Verse 24. Abba, forgive me. I like what you like, Abba, and I know that we're all just your tools. We're all just your tools.
This is what he said was going to happen, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Verse 24. And when they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings, Jehu appointed 80 men without, and said, if any of the men whom I have brought into your hands escape, he that letteth him go, his life shall be for the life of him. So this is going to inspire those troops to kill everything.
Yeah, don't let nothing escape.
Verse 25. And it came to pass, as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, that Jehu said to the guard and to the captains, go in and slay them, let none come forth. And they smote them with the edge of the sword, and the guard and the captains cast them out, and went to the city of the house of evil. And they brought forth the images of the house of evil and burned them, like Torah tells us to do. Right?
Indeed.
And they break down the images of evil, and broke down the house of evil, and made it a draught house unto this day. Thus Jehu destroyed evil out of Yasharal. Howbeit, hallelujah, indeed. Howbeit, from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Yasharal to sin, Jehu departed not from after them, to wit, the golden calves that were in Bethel and that were in Dan. And Yahweh said unto Jehu, because you have done well in executing that which is right in mine eyes, and has done unto the house of Ahab according to all that was in my heart, your children of the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Yasharal. But Jehu took no heed to walk in Torah of Yahweh, power of Yasharal with all his heart. For he departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, which made Yasharal to sin. In those days, Yahweh began to cut Yasharal short, and Ahaziel smote them in all the coasts of Yasharal, from Jordan eastward, all the land of Gilead, the Gadites, the Reubenites, and the Messonites, from Aurora, which is by the river Arnon, even Gilead and Bashan. Jehoahaz succeeds Jehu. Now the rest of the acts of Jehu, and all that he did, and all his might, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Yasharal? And Jehu slept with his fathers, and they buried him in Samaria. And Jehoahaz, his son, reigned in his stead. And the time of Jehu reigned over Yasharal in Samaria was 28 years. So he might have, lived, he lived longer than what I thought he was going to do,
Oh, yeah. I was wrong. The next chapter is 21.
Yeah, I'm going to knock it out.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of Melaख़im Bête, 2 Kings chapter 11. Atalia, queen of Jehoiada, verse 1. And when Ataliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the seed royal. But Yehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Ahaziah, took Yash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons which were slain. And they hid him, even him and his nurse, in the bedchamber from Ataliah, so that he was not slain. And he was with her, hid in the house of Yahweh 6 years. And Ataliah did reign over the land. And in the 7th year, Jehoiada sent and fetched the rulers over hundreds with the captains and the guard, and brought them to him into the house of Yahweh, and made a covenant with them, and took an oath of them in the house of Yahweh, and showed them the king's son. And he commanded them, saying, this is the thing that ye shall do. A third part of you that enter in on the Sabbath shall even be the keepers of the watch of the king's house. And a third part shall be at the gate of Sur, and a third part at the gate behind the guard. So shall ye keep the watch of the house, that it be not broken down. And two parts of all of you that go forth on the Sabbath, even they shall keep the watch of the house of Yahweh about the king. And you shall compass the king round about, every man with his weapon in his hand. And he that cometh within the ranges, let him be slain. And be ye with the king as he goeth out and as he cometh in. And the captains over the hundreds did according to all the things that Jehoiada the priest commanded. And they took every man his men that were come in on the Sabbath, with them that should go out on the Sabbath, and came to Jehoiada the priest. And to the captains over hundreds did the priests give King David spears and shields that were in the temple of Yahweh. And the guard stood, every man with his weapons in his hand, round about the king, from the right corner of the temple to the left corner of the temple, along by the altar and the temple. And he brought forth the king's son, and put the crown upon him, and gave him the testimony. And they made him king and anointed him. And they clapped their hands and said, the Most High saved the king.
Right.
Verse 13. And when Atalia heard the noise of the guard and of the people, she came to the people into the temple of Yahweh. And when she looked, behold, the king stood by a pillar, as the manner was, and the princes and the trumpeters by the king, and all the people of the land rejoiced and blew with trumpets. And Attila rent her clothes and cried, treason, treason. But Jehoiada, the priest, commanded the captains of the hundreds, the officers of the host, and said unto them, have her forth without the ranges, and him that followeth her kill with the sword.
Right.
For the priest had said, let her not be slain in the house of Yahweh.
Right.
And they laid hands on her, and she went by the way by the which the horses came into the king's house, and there was she slain. And Jehoiada made a covenant between Yahweh and the king and the people, that they should be Yahweh's people, between the king also and the people. And all the people of the land went into the house of evil. Okay. And all the people went into the house of evil and broke it down. His altars and his images broke they in pieces thoroughly, and slew the evil priests of evil before the altars. And the priests appointed officers over the house of Yahweh. And he took the rulers over hundreds, and the captains, and the guard, and all the people of the land. And they brought down the king from the house of Yahweh, and came by the way of the gate of the guard to the king's house. And he sat on the throne of the kings. And all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was in quiet. And they slew Atalia with the sword beside the king's house. 7 years old was Jehoash when he began to reign. Hallelujah.
Praises to the Abba. So this pretty well lays out everything that everything that we could say. I really don't understand Yehu, how he could go about taking care of the business like that and then still go off. I don't understand that whatsoever. But that's not for me to understand. It is what it is. The Most High used it for his purpose, and that was it. So that's really all I got. This wicked queen. Women love to call themselves queens. Stop doing that, because there are no queens in Israel. The only queen that we've had was a wicked woman who had to die by the sword because of her wickedness. She sought destruction of all the males, and they had to save this one. And he was how old when he began to reign? 7 years old. Yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead, Akeem.
Kanak, all praises to the Most High for these stories being written and preserved for our learning and edification. Man, some real good stuff in here. Really enjoy getting into it. Looking forward to getting back into it next Shabbat, Abba willing. I'll yield there.
Indeed, all praises to the Abba. We'll go ahead and break forth. We got the next call in progress right at the moment. And we do this for a specific reason. Why do we do it? For the children of Israel, we want to see Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to her Abba for Israel is that they might be saved. We want to see our people saved, set free, free from the bondage, free from the captivity, and put back in our rightful place. How are we going to do it? First of all, we're going to keep the faith and the belief in Hamashiach, the Messiah, to do what the Most High has said he would do. Also, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Importantly, understand that the conclusion of the whole matter is for us to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. I got to say it 3 times to understand. In the conclusion of the whole matter, we are to fear the Most High and keep his commandments, because this is the whole duty of man. I am your Akazaki Yahu, joined by my most esteemed Ak Akenaniah, giving all praises, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahweh, Bashem, Mashiach, Malak, Yahushua, and to the 12 tribes who are scattered to the 4 quarters of the earth. Shalom, Baruch, peace and blessings. And I cannot wait till the Most High brings us once again. And we are 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High power, under one covenant, with our enemies underneath our feet, because we have the victory. All praises to the Most High. Until next time,
Hallelujah.
Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shabbat Shalom, Miss Pakar.
All praises to the Abba. Praise you, Abba Yah. Kwam Yasha Allah.
Kwam Yasha Allah.
And Barak Hashem Yahweh.